Happy Goddess Temple Sunday. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. I am Abiola Abrams, and this is Goddess Temple Sunday, your weekly blast of inspiration, motivation, and transformation to set your week off right. Today, we're going to be talking about toxic thinking. Oftentimes, when we're talking about toxic thoughts and toxic thinking, we usually are talking about somebody else's toxic thinking. But today we are talking about our own toxic thoughts, our own toxic thinking, and how to free ourselves from that so that we can go forward and have the lives that we are deserving. Yes, so the goddesses are gathering. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. You can join us live 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook and Instagram with a follow-up afterward on YouTube. Hello, goddesses. So glad that you are here. And I am the founder of womanifesting.com and the Spiritpreneur Visibility Lab for coaches, healers, creative gurus. You can get started for free if you need coaching for coaches at richgoddess.club. That link again is richgoddess.club. So all the goddesses I see so far, I see only Kay. I see goddess Linan. Hello, queen. I see self-love brings happiness. Hello, goddess. I see ID on sunshine. All right. And Ms. Rasta. Yes, Ms. Rasta is here. I see goddess Maria, goddess Norma are in the house. Yay! Hello, goddess Tanisha. All right, so let's begin with a little gratitude and then get going because we have a lot to cover today, talking about these negative, toxic thoughts that we want to free ourselves from, because if we want next year or next season of our lives, whenever you are watching this, to be different, it starts with our thoughts. It starts with us thinking differently. So let's begin with gratitude. Hello, goddess Sandra. Hello, goddess. Oh, we got goddess Sandra and goddess Chandra. Yes. So right now, let's just allow ourselves to just get present. Woo! We're beginning a new week, a new day, a new moment, and yes, my goddesses, a new destiny where we are answering the call, where we are stepping beyond fear, where we are moving into who we really are, because this is your time. And I want you to take the hand energetically in this sacred global sisterhood, this sacred global personhood. Take the hand energetically of the goddess to the left of you. Oh, hey, goddess. Okay, you over there in Alaska. Hi. And take the hand energetically of the goddess to the right of you. Ooh, okay. Oh, goddess over in Hawaii. Oh, okay. All right. And here we are, wrapped around the globe, a powerful, powerful circle. Let the circle not be unbroken. Let the circle not be broken. And we begin with Mother, Father, God. Thank you so very much for bringing us together in this sacred, this divine circle of strength, of enlightenment, of awakening, and of power. Help us to remember not only who we are, but whose we are. Please keep us guided, keep us plugged in to the source of all that is, which is you. Thank you for giving us another opportunity today to get together, to have this privileged, abundant conversation about who we are in the world, what we think, how we feel, how we believe, and let us know just how lucky we are, how fortunate we are, how rich we are to be able to come together and have these sacred healing conversations. Please continue to guide our words, our thoughts, and our actions. And as always, I ask you to please continue to guide and keep me on the right path for this beautiful and sacred journey. Where would you have me go? What would you have me do? What would you have me say, and to whom? As your humble, humble servant and daughter, I say, Amen, Ashe, And so it is. For this, we are so very grateful. Yes, goddesses, grand rising. Okay, yes, Goddess Keisha is here. Hello, Goddess Keisha. Yay. So we are talking today about stopping toxic thoughts. Stopping toxic thoughts, which begin with our toxic beliefs. And this is an important conversation because I know that the goddesses in this circle are getting ready for a big 2020, are getting ready to shift things and change energy. I know that I am. I know that my 2020 already is going to be mind-blowingly awesome. The things that I can share with you and the things that I can't yet, just because they're percolating and they're growing. So, one of the things that I can share with you is that I am doing a retreat, as I've been talking about, but next week, I'm going to finally give you the link. Well, actually, let me give y'all a link on the low right now. goddesspraylove.com, goddesspraylove.com. But I'll give you the link for real next week. I'll give you a link for real next week. But I'm doing a retreat at the Omega Institute. The Omega Institute is incredible and has been around before most of us in this conversation were born, and has had every spiritual teacher that you can think of that you love, from whether you're into Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith or Ian Levant Sant or whomever, Oprah Winfrey, to everybody, come to their stage. And I, little old me, Abiola Abrams, that girl from PS 95, what's up, PS 95 in Queens, Jamaica Ave, will be creating a goddess retreat at the Omega Institute. Mind blown. And so because we are all on the leading edge of our lives and our expansion and the things that we're calling in and the things that we are creating, it requires for us to step into a new reality, for us to step into a new power, for us to step into an heightened awareness and growth of ourselves. Yes, goddesses. Goddess Omike said the Kyaoshi. Yes. And so it is challenging whenever we're wanting to grow and we're wanting to expand, because our beautiful brain that we talk about every week, that only wants us to keep us safe, says, well, I don't know about that. That's different, right? If you're in a new relationship, your brain may say, I don't know, that kind of person that you're dating or, you're seeing, that's different than, but we know that this person over here that's gonna, not call you back and stuff like that. We know that. That's comfortable for us. Or in our businesses, undercharging ourselves and giving people, low rates and being underpaid and overworked. We know that. That's familiar. We feel good about that. That's the devil we know. We can work with that. No. Going forward in this new year, we don't want the devil we know, the devil we don't know. We don't want any of it. We want to rise and shine into the highest evolution of ourselves, which is going to require different thinking. If we want something different, we have to do something different. Type that into the comments. Let's declare that. If I want something different, I have to do something different. Even if you're watching on the replay, you too, type it in the comments. I want something different, so I have to do something different. I want something different, so I have to do something different. Because we get stuck in patterns. We get stuck in, hello, Goddess Shanita, we get stuck in a rotation of patterns and experiences which become our lives. And Dr. Joe Dispenza, who is a neuroscientist focused on human evolution and how we truly step into who we become, says that our thoughts, we all know that thoughts become things, but that our thoughts become our choices, right? The choices that we make then become our behaviors. Our behaviors become our experiences. Our experiences become our emotions, which become our moods and our habits and our memories. And then we keep looping that around over and over, doing the same thing and expecting a different result. We are not doing that anymore, even with our thoughts. A beautiful life cannot come from toxic thinking. All right. Your beautiful life cannot come from toxic thoughts. Yes, write that down. My beautiful life cannot come from toxic thoughts. My beautiful life cannot come from toxic thoughts. And toxic thoughts include the things we're aware of and the things we're unaware of. So thoughts like, oh, I'm unlovable, that you may not say. You would never say that on a conscious level. But on a subconscious level, when you're, self-sabotaging yourself out of being appreciated the way that you deserve, or having healthy boundaries, or being able to have positive conversations, you're saying that. Your words may not be saying it, but your actions are saying it, right? Yes, Goddess Norma, I want something different. I have to do something different. Yes, Goddess Juanita. Yes, Goddess Maria. I want something different. I have to do something different. Goddess Swagger Nerd says, I hate you. Well, nice to meet you too, Swagger Nerd. You know what? I want something different, so I have to do something different. Yes. And so it begins with us making a shift and knowing that our beautiful lives cannot come from our negative thoughts. Our beautiful lives cannot come from thinking negatively. Even if this is how we've always done it, generations, well, we've always done it this way. We've always thought it this way. We've always lived this way. No, we're going to live differently. Another recurring negative thought, like I said, that a lot of us have is thinking, oh my goodness, I am worthy of being paid only this amount. I am worthy and deserving of being underpaid. I had this conversation with this beautiful client this week, really, really beautiful person. And I said, okay, here is the rate that you're wanting to charge, right? But here's the rate of what you deserve to be charged. She has a health system that is going to be able to revolutionize how the sugar that we ate, how our bodies metabolize it, how we can lose weight, how we can be able to, to clear all of the things that are blocking our body health, right? And she was charging for it 1/3 of the other people in the marketplace. And so I said to her, are you going to be doing 1/3 of the work of the people in the marketplace? And she said, no. I said, well, is your program 1/3 somehow worse than the people in the marketplace? She said, no, it's actually 10 times better. It's proven. I know that it works. I know that it's focused. I know that it gets results. And I said, well, then why are you charging so little? She said, well, I don't feel like anyone would pay me that amount. I said, well, do you feel like people are paying other people that amount? Yes. Well, why do you think they would pay you and not them? Because she had the pattern, like a lot of us do, I know that I have, of thinking, well, I am not good enough. I am not good enough, so they couldn't possibly help me. And then we move into a victim consciousness. We move into a victim mentality where we think, oh my goodness, it's good enough for them, but it's not good enough for me. They are better somehow than I am. And it's something that becomes so insidious that we don't even know that we're thinking it. So we have the negative thoughts that we're aware of, but then we have the negative thoughts that we don't know. And those are the ones that are bringing us down, keeping us stuck, keeping us held back. Okay. And so let's talk about what helps us to move beyond those patterns of negative thinking. Is it overanalyzing? Nope. Is it numbing? Nope. Is it suppressing our feelings? Nope. Because I have done all three, and I know that you have done all three as well. Hello, Goddess Sharma. Hello, Goddess Janice. What helps us to move and shift out of that is stepping into gratitude and being able to reframe the things that hold us back. Because most of us are stuck either thinking about things that happened in the past a long time ago, right? Oh my God, this happened and that happened. I'm looking at certain members of the audience who may have given birth to me. My mom, let me tell her, my mom was talking about some lady who, did her wrong, and she was stuck in her head. She couldn't get past it. This lady did me wrong, right? This lady is horrible. This lady's a bad person. And I said, really? Oh my God, mommy, well, when did this happen? And my mom said, well, you were a baby and her son was a baby. And I said, mommy, wait a minute. So what you're talking about is over 30, over 40 years ago, right? And I'm not saying that to call out my mom. I'm saying that because all of us have that. All of us do that, right? All of us feel like, oh my goodness, this happened and I cannot escape from it. I cannot move past it. I'm stuck in this that happened to me and I cannot grow from it. I have those things from, a year ago. I have those things from relationships. I have those things from my business. I have those things from, whatever it is. And so being able to reframe the things that hold us back, or the stories we've told ourselves of lack, the stories we've told ourselves of scarcity, are what is going to make the difference for us. Being able to say, okay, all right, this lady in 1980, this lady in 1980, did me wrong or whatever it is, but I am able to move past it because I can reframe the thought of whatever it is. So going back to my client, yes, Goddess Keisha, she says, this is so on point. Thank you for this conversation. Goddess Janice says, this is what I've done many times. Yeah, me too. Me too. Absolutely. Absolutely. The way that we want to reframe it is by thinking, okay, what else could it possibly mean? What else could the story have possibly been? Because brain science shows, and this blew my mind when I heard it, that 50% of our memories are not true. 50% of the ways that we think that we remember something, it didn't happen that way. And if you want to know the scoop on that, speak to a sibling and try to recall an event that you both experienced simultaneously, that you both experienced this event, and your sibling may have a completely different story. I know that my brother, I don't talk about my brother because he doesn't like being on the internet, but that's a good reason to talk about him too, because he's not here. He can't see it. My brother has completely different stories in his mind about things that happened, and we're only 2 years apart. So I'm like, I was there with you. But he has stories in his head that he created, that he's stuck in, about things that happened that I know. Well, again, I'm saying I know, but mine might be wrong too. But my experience says happened completely differently. Goddess Shanita says, OMG, my dad still talks about how the daughter of a family friend talked back to her mother when she was a child. She's almost 30 now. Yes. Yes. Goddess Only K says, I know of families that have been at odds for years over some old mess. Hatfields and McCoys type mess. Yes, that's us. Related to we the Hatfields and the McCoys. Yes. Goddess Maria says, you're talking about me and my abusive relationship with my ex-husband. Yesterday was so hard. Oh my goodness. Sending you love, 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 Goddess Maria. Sending you so much love. Oh, I'm sorry that you're experiencing that. Yes. Absolutely. And sending, love and positive energy to the brother that was in the comments just now, swag nerd. Thank you, Only K, for telling him to move along. Who is somebody who apparently, when I was giving advice on the Bill Cunningham show, was one of the guests that they had, that I came and gave feedback that feels like somehow that he is, his life and his image is ruined because he came on the Bill Cunningham show and got advice that he doesn't like. But I don't remember him, but I send him love and positive energy. But we all do that. We all do that. We all get stuck in, oh my goodness, this ruined my life, or this thing that happened was horrible and I cannot get past it. But like I said earlier, our thoughts lead to our choices, lead to our behaviors, lead to our experiences, to where the things that we are remembering are just a story. It's just a story that we created now in this point in time because it's not happening anymore. So that person who, like the goddess said, her dad talking about how rude the little girl was, that's a 30-year-old at this point, it's no longer happening. It's no longer happening. And when it's really toxic is when we're doing this to ourselves. Hit the share button, folks, on Facebook. Hit the share button because somebody on your timeline needs to know this. Because neurons that fire together wire together. And when we think a thought, we keep on thinking it over and over again. Then you right now, the person who's showing up to negotiate your contracts, the person that is showing up to negotiate your relationships is a 7-year-old little girl or a 14-year-old that somebody didn't like, or a 21-year-old or whatever it is. And we cannot get past it. We cannot move past it. So let's type into the comments, I am not my fears. I am not my fears. Yes, Goddess Janet says, wow, that's mind-blowing. Type into the comments, I am not my fears. I am not my thoughts. I am not my fears. I am not my thoughts. I am not my fears. Yes, I am not my thoughts. I am not my fears. I am not my thoughts. Yes, I am not my fears and I am not my thoughts. The biggest problem with a negative thought is that we believe it. The biggest issue, I'm going to say that again, with negative toxic thoughts of lack, thoughts of scarcity, thoughts of fear, is that we believe them. And we are then invested in our own inadequacy instead of our own growth. And in order for us to move forward, there are going to be some parts of ourselves that we need to leave behind. Some parts of ourselves that we have outgrown, that we need to release lovingly. Goddess, I dine on sunshine. I got it now. Says, love you, Abiola. Thank you for shining your light this morning. Kelowna, British Columbia. I am not my fears. I am not my thoughts. Thank you. I dine on sunshine. Yes, I am not my fears. I am not my thoughts. Yes. And we have to give love to that little girl or little boy or little person that we once were, that made up these stories, that created these beliefs, that said that you were inadequate, that said that you were not good enough. We give love to that person that we once were so that we can then move into the person who we are born to be. Let's affirm that I am now stepping into the person I am born to be. I am now stepping into the person I was born to be. Goddess Keisha says, I love your example of moving on from the negative comment, not taking it personally, and focusing on what you came to do. Yes, which is what we all have to do. It's not personal. None of it is personal, So a lot of times when, we're living a drama, sometimes with someone else, and unfortunately, like in this situation, they may not even remember who we are. They may not even remember what the situation is. I have one of my beautiful aunts, because like I told you, we are the Hatfields and the McCoys. One of my aunts, a very, very long time ago, stopped watching a certain show, a morning show, because they didn't book me to come on and talk about something 20 years ago. 20. Y'all, I'm not exaggerating. I'm not rounding up. I'm not making a different number. 20 years ago. And she's like, I don't watch that show. And I'm like, well, actually, I do. I watch it every day. And again, we're doing that ourselves. We're doing that to ourselves every single day. Yes, Goddess Damali, I'm now stepping into the person I was born to be. I am now stepping into the person I was born to be. This is going to be a magnificent season for everyone who is here. This is going to be the best season of our lives. And we want to be able to step into it. Do we want to sabotage it away? No. Do we want to shut the door on it and be scared from it and run from it and hide under the bed and say, oh, those wonderful opportunities that came, I wish I could get them back? No. Do we want to live in woulda, coulda, shoulda? No, we want to step into them with open arms, ready for everything that the universe has in store for us. Affirm that I am ready. I am ready for the best season of my life. I am ready for everything. Like, we are no longer coming to our creator, coming to the ocean with a thimble and saying, well, just this much. Well, if I could just, as long as I get to do what I want to do for a living, it's okay if I'm underpaid. Well, just this much. Well, as long as I have a relationship, it's okay that I'm underloved. Just this much. No, all of it. All of it. All of it. Well, the wall is here, so I can't fully open my arms, but you get it. All of it. All of it. How much of it are we welcoming? All of it. How much of your love are you welcoming in? All of it. How much of your prosperity are you welcoming in? All of it. How much of your fullness and joy are you welcoming in? All of it. How much of your beauty are you welcoming in? All of it. How much of your health, wellness, and well-being are you welcoming? All of it. We are ready for the best season of our lives. Are you receiving that today? Yes, 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 goddesses. Yes, we are ready. Type it in the comments, even if you're watching on replay. I am ready for the best season of my life. We declare it, we claim it, we are stepping into living it. Yes, we are ready. Goddess Melissa says that Tiffany had his voice. We ready? Yes, we are ready. We are ready. We are ready. We are ready. Yes. This is our time. This is your moment. You're not too old. Let me tell you too, Instagram, you're not too old and it's not too late. You did not miss your boat. You did not miss your chance. You did not miss your opportunity. It's here. It's now. And we welcome in all of it. If you are receiving that, let me know if you are receiving that. It is going to be a joyful, amazing day, moment, afternoon, evening, morning, week, year for you. I believe in you. I know that life believes in you. I know that your creator believes in you. And I am so grateful that you are a part of my community. Yes, goddesses. Yes, 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 Goddess Juanita. Yes. So have a beautiful day. When those thoughts come up, become aware of them. Write them down. Become aware of the negative thoughts and then reframe them. Look at them a different way and lovingly release them. Okay? Yes, goddesses. Be seen, be heard, be an amazing movement. I love you like cook food. Namaste. Bye, Instagram. By Facebook. Yes.